evening, friends. You are listening to Healthy Living with Yoga Anita. And if you love chocolate, but feel guilty when you indulge that craving, I have the remedy for you. Blissfully Better has created healthy organic chocolates in luscious flavors that will have you craving more. With me this evening is the founder and CEO of Blissfully Better, Bonnie Boroian. Good evening, Bonnie.
Hello, Anita. Nice to speak with you.
Nice to speak with you, too. Well, I am a big fan of your chocolates, and I want to hear more about your chocolates. But first, let's hear more about you. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay. I was a dancer from a young age and eventually became a professional performer. And then at 27, I transitioned from a professional performer to a mom and left that performing life behind. And I had 5 children. I still have 5 children.
5 children.
They're all grown now.
Wow.
And, so my focus changed to caring for my family, teaching little dance on the side. I later blended in yoga, teaching that as well.
We have that in common.
But, always caring a lot about what I put into my body as a dancer, understanding that your body is your temple and you need to care for it and it will perform well for you if you take care of it.
Exactly right.
And then being a mom, it was very important to me to help my children along with eating well and getting all of their activities, which were various between gymnastics and dance and hockey and soccer and horseback riding and all kinds of things, that they were well fueled.
You have hockey players. I have hockey players as well. So what prompted you to create Blissfully Better? How did it get started?
Well, it got started because one of my daughters got diagnosed with prediabetes when she was 9 years old. And I knew that I needed to find something for her that wasn't going to spike her blood sugar level, a sweetener that could be used so that she could enjoy cupcakes and donuts and birthday cake along with all the other children, but something that I would be making for her to take with her so that she didn't end up with diabetes. So I started searching around for a healthy alternative to the alternative sugars that were available at the time, and something that tasted just as good as, so that it would be enjoyable. So that was what I was interested in finding, and that took me to Bali, Indonesia, actually, because I had learned about this sweetener, coconut nectar, that comes from the flower and the coconut trees, and that it was naturally low glycemic, had a bunch of nutrients and antioxidants, and I wanted to see if this was as good as it sounded and as good as it could taste.
I see. So you went all the way to Bali just to see it in person?
Yes, I wanted to find out how it was made. I wanted to meet the farmers. Organic was very important to me. So I just wanted to make sure that it was everything that I would look for in a sweetener.
I see. And was this Big Tree Farms that you visited?
Yes. It's Big Tree Farms. They had many places all over Indonesia where they, small family farms. And when we think of a farm, we think of rolling hills and fields of wheat. But these farms are, if you have coconut trees on your property, that's what your farming is.
I see.
The flowers in the coconut tree.
I see. And so you learned more about this nectar, right, from the coconut flowers, and it's from what I'm reading, it's very rich in potassium and magnesium and zinc and iron and 16 amino acids, but it had a very low glycemic index, which was very important to you, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, so you found this ingredient and you decided to make something good for your daughter. So how did you get from that to creating a whole business?
Well, I was so excited about how much I love this product and the performance that it had for her in her eating. I mean, she never got diabetes. Just the change in her diet, from a sweets point of view, but across the board, just really making sure that she was eating very well. Um, and I just started to occur to me that with diabetes being such a large epidemic in our country, obesity being the problem that it was and still is, that this really should be in more products. People should be able to go to the shelves and find products that are made with coconut nectar, and it crystallizes into a sugar when you cook it. So,
Right.
goes by the name of coconut sugar as well. And at the time, there really wasn't anything I could find. Now there are some products out there. There's some cake mixes and a lot of different things that you can buy with coconut sugar in it. But at that time, there wasn't anything. So I thought, well, you know what? I feel passionate about this, and I want to do something about providing something to other people outside of my own family.
I see.
And that was the impetus for starting Blissfully Better.
Right. And so all the ingredients and the health benefits of your product are listed in your website, so people can go on there. And when I went on there, I saw organic coconut nectar, organic cocoa mass, that's also known as cocoa liquor. Liquor, is that how you say it? Organic almonds, quinoa, cocoa butter, this is all organic, vanilla, salted butter, heavy cream, sea salt, coconut and mint and coconut oil, sunflower lecithin, and peanuts. So these are all great things to put into your body. And of course, all the benefits are listed right there on your website too, which I will put into the blog post when people can go and read about more about that. So let's turn from your business to what you did after concurrently with your business. You started Place of Hope, or you have an involvement with an organization called Place of Hope. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Sure. No, I didn't start it. It's an amazing organization that helps children and young adults and people who would be otherwise homeless. It helps people who have been victims of human trafficking, and it's here in South Florida where I live. Their 23rd year this year, and they're a wonderful charity that they're the highest score on Charity Navigator that you can get, ranked number 1 in the nation in youth shelter and crisis services.
Wonderful.
For 4 years running. So I got introduced to it by a neighbor, and I have always been very motivated to be involved with things that would help children, and to have my children reach out and help as well. Not everybody is as fortunate as we are.
That's right, yes.
And being able to be a part of an organization that does so much good for young children to young adults is something that I've really enjoyed being a part of.
So you donate.
I have on all of our packaging highlighting the human trafficking education and awareness program that Place of Hope has, because it really is about understanding what that is and what we can do to help to eradicate it.
I see that, and I see that at the bottom of this package that I'm holding right here. These toffee thin toffee thins. Was this the first product that you manufactured? Which was the one that you got from your mother?
Yes, the almond toffee thins was the first product. She used to make something at Christmas. We all call it Christmas candy, but it was an almond toffee with chocolate on top, and everybody loved it. I used to make it for my children's school teachers, and at the end of the school year, the teacher would say, "Oh, I loved having your daughter in my class, but am I still going to get your chocolate next year?" So, I ended up making hundreds of batches a year, and when I decided to start Blissfully Better, I thought that what better choice than something that was so loved by so many people, but just make it better for you with coconut nectar as the sweetener.
Yes. Well, I'm also a full-time teacher, so I would appreciate that as well. Let's talk more about bean to bar. What a bean to bar is a phrase that donates the way your chocolate is sustainably produced from the bean all the way to the bar. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The cacao pod has within it the cocoa mass and also cocoa butter, and so usually both of those are used in certain percentages. And when you start with the bean and you go through the process making a couverture and adding in your sweetener, then you are able to make a bar.
Right. Well,
yeah. So it was very important to me that it was a very delicious but clean and healthful and sustainable product. So having just the right amount of the cocoa mass in there, cocoa butter to create the mouthfeel that is rich and luxurious, and then the coconut nectar to bring in the right amount of sweetener that for me is not overly sweet. I think that the type of sweetener you use is very important, but also the amount of sweetener that you ingest. You shouldn't be overindulging, even if it's a better for you sweetener. So I wanted it to be 72% cacao, so you get all the antioxidants of that dark chocolate, and not too high in sugar, so that you can really enjoy it but not overdo it.
Excellent. Okay, so Bonnie, how do people get your products?
Well, we sell off of our website, blissfullybetter.com. We also are on Amazon. We also are in select specialty retailers. QVC carries Blissfully Better products, so you could buy it there if you're a QVC shopper. Just a lot of different places to go, and if you go to the store finder in our website, that will help you find where it might be locally near you.
Okay, and we do know that Mother's Day is coming up, right?
That's right.
Yes, make a wonderful present. Hint, hint to my kids. Hint, hint. So,
yes, and we also have some lovely gift packages available that you can find on our Instagram at Blissfully Better, on Facebook at Blissfully Better, and on our website. So we like to make it extra special with beautiful packaging and a way for you to write a little note to whoever you're giving the gift to.
Fantastic.
Like your mom.
Fantastic. Bonnie, before we go, is there anything else that you would like people to know about you?
Well, I mentioned that I had been a yoga teacher at one point. I practiced yoga for over 25 years, and it just really feeds my soul, and I think it's one of the most beautiful gifts you can give yourself, to take a yoga class. So how wonderful that you are a yoga teacher and have this podcast and show.
Thank you.
And yeah,
Yeah,
and
we're in sync.
also very close to my heart is my family and my company and Place of Hope.
And
Those
place of
are
hope. Yes.
three very important things to me.
Well, Bonnie Boroian, thank you so much for speaking with me this evening. So if you would like to know more about Bonnie and her products, Blissfully Better Organic Chocolate. Thank you so much, Bonnie.
Thank you for the opportunity, Anita. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. I want to thank my guest, Bonnie Boroian from Blissfully Better Chocolates. You better run out and get some right away because they are so good. Thank you again for listening. This is Yoga Anita. Love and peace.